another episode of Blindside Reaction Talk TV, baby. I am your boy, Rico Richy, your number one favorite blind homie, man. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you to those who subscribe. Hope you guys having a great week so far. Happy early 4th of July to everyone. Man, y'all, it's been a lot going on, man, in these past, I don't know, 30 days, month and a half, bro. So we got Diddy locked up, Dirt locked up. How many more rappers? And YMW Melly. So the feds, Big U. Yeah, so the feds going crazy right now. Y'all. It's a lot going on. But, y'all see what the title is. Your boy really think, feds basically lost their case against Sean Puffy Combs. But before we get into the content, y'all know what we gotta do. Y'all know what we like to do up in here. I know it's been a long day for some of us. You feel me? But still a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for this day. You feel me? But hey, if you got your brews, your shots, your wine coolers, whatever you gonna partake to chill with me, whatever it is you doing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we about to take this shot so we can get into it. And I ain't gonna keep you guys too long, you feel me? But I just thought we had some stuff we need to just discuss. So, y'all make sure y'all get up in the chat, drop them comments, Make sure you hit that like button for me when you walk up in here if you don't mind, please. So salute to everybody. Happy 4th of July and all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, this episode is being brought to you by Tequila too. Don't matter which one you got, as long as it's tequila. Boy, hey, there you go, tequila. That's a slogan for y'all. Don't matter which one you got, as long as it's tequila. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But y'all, hey man, let's talk about it, bro. You feel me? Whatever y'all want to talk about, while we're here, just dropping the comments. You know what I'm saying? And I get to hold on. I like to slow my
Speech rate 109%.
so I can
Speech rate 82%. Speech rate 68%.
I do want y'all to hear what I hear. Because y'all definitely wouldn't understand if she, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I catch what y'all saying for real too. You feel me? So there you go. Um, but first off, man, hey, y'all make sure y'all say y'all prayers for Boosie, bro. You feel me? I just want to tell that man, bro. Hey, Boosie, bro, chill out, bro. Chill, bro. Bro, some stuff, bro. Just chill, bro. You heard what Kodak said? Man, you gonna need the man, bro, at some point, bro. If you want to get your business venture, you gonna need them motherfuckers at some point, bro. You better chill out, bro. You better don't act like you ain't got like, don't be acting like you ain't got not one white friend, bro. Come on, bro. Chill out, bro. Stop with that, bro. You need to stop. You know what I'm saying? And whatever Diddy had going on is what Diddy had going on, my brother. You feel me? But one thing I do understand you and feel you on, bro, is what you been going through with your heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody been able to tell you yet, but your boy think you should go, to Augusta. Uh, Shit, my guy. You feel me? You might wanna go to Augusta, bro, and see what they can do for you, man. I think they kind of like, if I ain't mistaken, I think Augusta kind of, have the doctors that you would want to see for heart conditions and um, like kidney transplants and things like that. You know, uh, I know Emory in Atlanta is pretty good, but it's only certain things that they specialize in. But I believe Augusta is someplace that you might want to go check out, my boy, because you know, you've been in that car wreck and everything, and I know how you feel, though. I know how you feel when you get up in the morning, bro. You feel me? You probably thinking like, when your damn heart, when your heart gonna stop working on you, bro. You feel me? Like I seen you, and man, if anybody was in that man comments laughing at him while he was on there crying, telling y'all what he going through and what he feel, the pain he feel, with his heart and everything like that. Man, that man is scared, man. Go get that man some help, bro. He's scared. I'm telling y'all, he's scared, bro. You feel me? Like he's scared because he don't know. He don't know. He probably feel right now. He don't know when he gonna take his last damn breath, bro. So he taking everything right now. just the way it is. Like y'all know, if you know Boosie, you know Boosie, bro. Like from, and I don't mean personally, I just mean from, what he been showing a lot of the views and things like that, with his music and how he entertains on Instagram and stuff like that, bro. Yeah, the nigga, he speak his mind. You feel me? He do. He speak his mind, but it's Boosie, man. You better stop, man. You know them people. Bro. You know the Fed want you. Shoot, man, they probably settled for Diddy because they couldn't get you. You don't think they gonna hit that U-turn and come back for you, bro? Like, bro, leave them people alone, man. Like, leave them people alone, man. Leave them people alone, Boosie. Like, leave them people alone, bro. Like, we don't want you. We don't, bro. You a diabetic too, bro. You don't need to be in jail while you a diabetic, my dog. Like, that's not gonna benefit you at all, bro. So leave the feds alone. Stop talking, bro. They did what they did to you, bro. You kind of beat them. You gotta, now you out the way, bro. I don't know if you're on probation or whatever, but shoot, bro, just do the music, bro. Clown on IG, bro, but just leave them people alone, bro, because they looking for a reason to get you, Boosie, man. They looking for a reason to get you, bro. So don't give them a reason to get you, cause we can hear you now on Instagram. We can hear you now on Instagram, bro. Going off on the people, bro, cause you feel like they targeting you. Yeah, I know how Boots be saying targeting, like they targeting me, y'all. Yeah, I know how Boots be getting, bro. Come on, but shoot, leave them people alone, bro. You know, and I don't know how close you trying to get with Diddy right now, but leave it, bro. Stay away from that, bro. Stay away from that. You feel me? Deal with your heart. And if you need to put down shows or limit yourself to how many shows you do, my brother, then do that. You feel me? Cause if anybody understand how you feeling right now, hey, Rico Richy understand, bro. Rico Richy understand, bro. What most people don't understand, what you went through when you went through that car wreck, bro, was very traumatic. For one, you know, and then the trauma of the wreck with the injuries, bro, especially in your chest around your heart area, bro, it's creating more trauma for you, dog. So you definitely need to get help, my brother. You feel me? Like Rico Rich would like to see you get the help that you need, so you can do them shows, man. You feel me? Because, like, look, when I had like when I had went through the ordeal, and I'm gonna make this a, you know, long story short story type of ordeal. You feel me? Because I don't really too much, like talking to y'all about me. I just like talking to y'all about the topics that's going on around and everything like that. You feel me? But so long story short, I end up, getting like a parasite in my eye, in my right eye. You feel me? And it was doing major damage. Like it was like it if I didn't get led up to the doctors that was found for me, bro, like I would have been out of here. You feel me? I was gone. Like the parasite was eating me, inside out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was doing major damage, bro. So, when I met the doctor, who basically like it's almost like God put that man in my life to save my life. You feel me? Because immediately when he looked at me, he immediately like he knew what was going on. You feel me? So it was like even though he couldn't just say we gonna take this, we just gonna straight take this from you. He had to, you know, make sure it was okay with me, and at the time he had to make sure, because my parents was with me too, when all this was going on. So at the time, all this in the office and everything like that, he was letting, he was basically asking, me first and my parents, like, if we gonna save him, the only thing we can do is completely remove the eye. That's gonna be the only thing to save him. It ain't nothing we can do, to save the eye that's gonna help save his life. If this eye stay in him, he's gonna be out of here. So, we made the decision, hardest decision of my damn life. You feel me? Which Boost, I'm telling you, you got to make some hard decisions, bro. Like it's gonna be some hard decisions coming if you want to save your life, bro. But it's gonna be that one doctor out there, bro, that's gonna that's going to relieve you of all those pressures that you feeling around here, bro. Like, but you really gotta find those doctors that care enough to put you, in that wavelength to get to that doctor. You feel me? So, like I say, long story short, you know, on like the day of the surgery, you know, before we went in, he was like, when you come out of here, he was like, you ain't gonna feel 100%, but you gonna feel damn sure better than what you were when before the surgery, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, all the pain you was feeling, you ain't gonna feel that no more. It's all gonna be gone. You feel me? So I woke up and yeah, trauma. The boy messed up by his eye being gone, but the doctor was right. Like I ain't feel nothing. All the pain that I felt that was going on through my body, I ain't feel that no more. You feel me? So that right there, I was real grateful for. You feel me? But the trauma led into, you know, me not being used to, being completely blind. Like I was always legally blind for 35, 35, 30, 33, 32, however long you want to, I'm 38 now, so 35, 33, something like that. 30, you know, 30 something years I was legally blind, basically. You feel me? And when that happened, it made me completely blind. You feel me? So, like, the reason why I say I feel Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand how he feel about how he waking up, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing what to expect. Because for a long time, and sometimes it still get to me. Like I don't know what to expect. What's gonna happen with this? I like is the same thing gonna happen? Type, you know what I'm saying? Type ordeal. So I get how he feeling when he was on IG, bro. He was heartbroken. You feel me? Like I couldn't laugh at him for them tears, bro. Because those were real tears, bro. And he was scared, like that man at that time, that man was scared, like for real, for real. Y'all, if y'all ain't noticed that about Bootsy, bro, like, bro, either you not a real fan or you just don't pay attention to it, or he don't mean nothing to you. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You got the right to feel like that. You feel me? But to people that's, in the hip hop culture and everything like that, a lot of us grew up on Bootsy music. You know what I'm saying? If you in the hip hop and things like that. You feel me? So some of us, you know, knowing what he been through and everything like that, some of us we do actually have genuine feelings for him. So to see him, you know, pour his tears like that out for his fans, that was, bro, that was boosting you, bro. Honestly, bro, despite all the all the crazy stuff you say, bro, about you, like how you just like, nigga, if you don't like none of my shit, if Boosie's like, if you don't like none of my stuff, bro, I don't like you. I don't, which, leave me alone. I was like, dang, Boosie, that's cold. You feel me? That's kind of cold. You might want to think about that, bro. I'm telling you right now. You feel me? That's kind of cold, bro. Don't feel like that, bro. You feel me? But I understand the feeling, bro. But don't feel like that, bro. Don't feel like that. You feel me? But yeah, for him to do that, bro, like I'm saying, bro, like that was some, bro, like, yeah, straight man that like it took a lot of man, in him to pour his feelings out like that, on Instagram. You feel me? It took a lot for him to do that. So I got plenty of respect for Bootsy after that, bro. It's just some of the stuff he be saying and doing, bro. Like man, if I was right there in front of him, I'd be, man, but what the you mean, bro? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Man, he'll be, bro, we'll be arguing and smoking, bro. We'll be arguing and smoking like mud, bro. I'm telling y'all, we'll be arguing and smoking like mud, bro. You feel me, guy? I be like, man, you tripping, man. Boosie, we need to have a sit down one day, bro. Like, we do. We need to have a sit down one day. What you with, like 40, 41, bro? I'm 38, about to be 39 pretty soon, bro. We need to have a sit down, bro, at some point. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to get me in touch with Boosie. Just bro, DM me on Instagram, GrindtoWin or something, something like that, bro. You feel me? Boosie, we need to have a serious talk, bro. Me and you, mano, we mano. We can go live, whatever you want to do. However, I don't care. It don't matter. I ain't even got people ain't even got to know we talk. You feel me? But we need to have a sit down, my brother. You feel me? Other than that, I got plenty of respect for you. I just don't like some of the shit you say sometimes, bro. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. It's doing this again.
Florida lover tongue out. Florida lover tongue out growing heart. Say hi.
What's up? How you doing? But I was trying to, it's a certain time limit. I can't use profanity on them, so I'm trying to be mindful. You feel me? Of the rules of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I was saying, bro, like I really understand how Boosie was feeling and everything like that, bro. Like I can really relate to him personally about how he was feeling on that. You know what I'm saying? So like if y'all, if you were a fan of Boosie or something, put in his comments, bro. Go to Augusta, bro. Go to Augusta. Find some, find a doctor in Augusta to like, check you out and everything like that to make sure you good and everything like that. Boosie, I'm trying to tell you, man. You feel me? Go to Augusta, bro. Atlanta cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all love Atlanta, some of us. You know what I'm saying? Fila. You know? But shoot, them just because they Atlanta don't mean they got all the doctors, my brother. You seen how you were tripping on Instagram about how them doctors was. You feel me in Atlanta, bro? So go to Augusta, bro. Go to Dublin. Go to Macon. Bro, go pursue your options, bro. You boost. They gonna see you, man. You feel me? But y'all, hey, make sure y'all hit that like button for me if you don't mind, please. Help your boy continue to get out there in the algorithm. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button for your number one blind homie. You feel me? But y'all, let's talk about this Diddy stuff, y'all. Y'all want to get my blind side point of view on some of this stuff, bro? Like, cause it is, man. Shout out Tequila. Yeah, your boy love tequila. I ain't gonna lie, I love tequila. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. The reason why they lost is because they didn't catch him on the Rico. For one, did they get time? Are they gonna get time out of him? Yeah, they gonna get some time out of him. You feel me? And I think another thing, that helped Diddy was the fact that it was a one-man Rico. They didn't. If you was paying attention to the trial, then or allegedly or under assumption, you would assume that hell, even though Cassie was like somewhat of a victim, she took part in a lot of this stuff too. So she probably would have been co-conspirator if she wasn't there. Excuse me, if she wasn't their number one witness or whatever like that, they star witness or whatever like that, she probably would have been on the Rico with him. But some people that really got lucky though, that probably should have been co-conspirators with him, man, and I think a lot of people missing. Maybe I ain't no lawyer or nothing like that, y'all. So I ain't gonna betray the beat. I do pay attention to certain parts of the law and things like that. That's gonna benefit me. So I want y'all to go, uh, whatever city, county, state you're in, learn your local laws, learn your state laws, and learn whatever federal laws you need to learn. You feel me? It'll take you a long way, you know. So, but some of these people that got lucky to not being a part of this indictment, and we don't know if the Fed's gonna swing back around and indict these people or not. You feel me? Is D-Rock, which was Biggie Smalls' homie, or the Notorious B.I.G., whichever you want to call him, and then you got what's the girl they were KK, but whoever she supposed to be, you got her. Then you got the head security dude, what they was calling him, Uncle Paulie. You Uncle Paulie. How that? I ain't no New Yorker, so I can't do it like the New Yorkers. You feel me? But I can try. You Uncle Paulie. Ain't how it? That sound like I don't know. I can't do it. You feel me? I can't do it. But yeah, it was Uncle Paul, whatever they were calling his ass, man. The black Italian dude. My bad. Yeah, some of them should have been on Rico, bro. Like if they, bro, some of them got very lucky, bro, that they wasn't, you know, um, indicted, bro, but they was implicated in a lot of criminal acts, bro. They were really implicated on a lot of criminal acts, bro. Like so, they were very fortunate in my point of view. You know what I'm saying? So what I think too is that you know Diddy, bro. Look, if they would have charged them with the weapons they found in California, that would have connected part of the RICO. That would have helped with the RICO. You feel me? If um uh the drugs, bro, was if they had a little more, if he had a little more for personal use, they probably would have been able to use that as trafficking or something like that, which it still is trafficking, even with personal use. You feel me? So that depending on the drug or whatever, where you going, however you gonna move it, whatever, it's still along the lines of trafficking. If you basically get it from um Atlanta, I'm in Georgia, so let's say Atlanta and you take it to Macon, that's trafficking. You feel me? Or if you get it from downtown Atlanta, you take it to Decatur, that's traffic. Basically, if they catch you, that's traffic. They could charge you with trafficking, attempted to distribute, and all type of stuff. So I don't think they had attempted to distribute on his charge or nothing like that. You feel me? But they did try to use like drug trafficking or something like that. So he didn't necessarily get charged with that. I can't remember exactly what he got charged with. I think it was like was it the kidnapping? Y'all gotta remind me, bro. It was it the kidnapping or something like that, or was it participating in? I think it was like participating in um prostitution or some shit like that, bro. But whatever it was, bro, like under the Mann Act type laws or whatever like that, bro. He's gonna get a substantial amount of time, bro. He's probably gonna do at least 12 years more, maybe, unless he can, do an appeal and possibly get an acquittal or something like that. But it's a lot of stuff they left out, bro. It really is. And yeah, we all know he's a freak. Diddy is definitely a freak. That boy, hey, he freaky. He's freaky, bro. I don't, I don't act like y'all ain't seen porno before, bro. I don't think y'all even seen a porno that as freaky as Diddy, bro. So I don't know what to say about the man. Other than he's just a straight sex monster. That's that sex monster. I guess. I don't know. You feel me? Like it's crazy. But the feds definitely they basically definitely, lost the RICO case, even though, you know, they got him on two charges or whatever like that. But, still they didn't take none of his assets. They didn't get and that's because of the RICO not being found. Him not being charged with RICO. So him not being charged with RICO, apparently if I'm correct, he'll still be entitled to all his money. He'll still be able to utilize his money how he want to and things like that. You feel me? So I guess that's a good thing for his kids and his other companies and stuff like that. But you know, it would seem like during the course of the trial, a lot of his companies was used to pay off the like the drug dealers, the prostitutes, or the ex workers, or however you want to say it right now. You know, a lot of his money was used for those type of things. So because of him just being charged with those minor, like basically, man, he really got charged with minor charges, bro. He ain't, even though they federal charges and he will be in a federal prison, he got like federal misdemeanors, bro. That's gonna give him a lot of time, basically. you know Well, but I want to know what y'all think. Talk to me.
Florida lover tongue outgrowing heart. Say hi. Tyler Humphrey YT. Hi.
What's
Tyler
up?
Humphrey YT. I like and sub.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the like and I appreciate the sub too. Thank you so much. You feel me? I really do appreciate you guys, for chilling with your blind homie. But y'all for real, like I don't know what the Fed's gonna do now. Are they gonna target somebody else since they really didn't get Diddy the way they wanted to get Diddy. And they didn't use um all the film that they have, they didn't use a lot of that film. So that's why we didn't see a lot of the other, you know, main artists that's in the industry that people were talking about, like allegedly, the Jay-Z's, the Justin Biebers, and the uh Odell Beckham's and Trey Songz and guys like that. Do they have information on these? I'm pretty sure the feds got information on them, but I think their main target was Diddy. They really just wanted him. They wouldn't really focus on anybody else just yet. You feel me? So will they use those those other tapes and things like that, those other video evidence and things like that? I think they will, y'all. I really think they will. At some point, who they gonna use them on, we don't know, because we don't really know right now who else they gonna go after. It ain't like Diddy got the time that um, let's say it like this. The feds didn't do, or they didn't get to do to Sean Puffy Combs what they did to R. Kelly. And they were playing a dirty game. I ain't the Fed were playing a dirty game, bro. They were playing a dirty game. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't somebody who want to be associated with Diddy. Hell no. I don't want to interview him. I don't want to be close to him. I don't want to do no work with him. Even before the trial, bro, he wasn't like I wasn't a Diddy fan, bro. Like I wasn't somebody that was interested in like what he had going on, especially after what he did to 8 Ball and MJG. You know what I'm saying? Like when he did that to 8 Ball and MJG and Boys in the Hood, I was like, nah, nah, mm-mm, mm. And then we heard all the talk about him and Biggie, and y'all heard what Gene Deal said himself, bro. Gene Deal said that uh, P. Diddy said he didn't give a F who died, whether it was Biggie or Tupac. He didn't care if Suge Knight went to jail, but something had to happen. And look what happened. But now look what happened though. Now he up in there too. Man. Now he up in there too. Shoot, hey, they better hope. They better hope they don't move. Man, Diddy better hope they don't move Suge Knight to whatever precinct. Hey, he better hope too that they don't end up moving Keefy D where he at, bro. You feel me? Man, y'all, bro, look. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Them people feel like Diddy got off on too much, man. They won't, man. Lord forbid something happened to that man, y'all. You know, Lord forbid something happened to him. But it's some angry people. It's some angry people out there towards Diddy, but it's some, whew. Y'all know what I mean? It's some whew, people out there, bro. Like straight up, bro. It's come on. There's some people out there, bro. Like I guess the trial just didn't go exactly how they were thinking it would go, and the trial didn't go the way that a lot of the public was predicting. I know it didn't go the way I was predicting. You know, so hey, I ain't perfect though. You feel me? I don't try to be, But I know the trial wasn't going, you know, the way I was predicting it. Especially when I heard the part where uh, some of some of the evidence just to some of the evidence some of the evidence just made you like damn, did Cassie really enjoy this? Like it really made you like, y'all know, fellas, you know when you go, oh, you hit that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it really had you thinking like, dang. And if you was thinking like that, bro, that's probably she was really enjoying some of that stuff, bro. Cause did you hear the? Well, I ain't gonna say did you. I ain't gonna ask y'all if you hear, but there was an audio where she was actually blasting on somebody that she thought allegedly saw one of her tapes or whatever like that, and she would threaten the hell out of that man, bro. Like that was basically a terroristic threat. she basically, excuse me, she basically threatened somebody's whole life out there. You feel me? She 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 threatened somebody's life out there. You know what I'm saying? So she could have been charged for that, but they used her as a witness, bro. So she very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that really kind of like saved Diddy, which I think also really pissed the feds off, is that the feds could not, they couldn't, they couldn't sway the jury. They couldn't sway the jury the way they wanted to. You know, so hey, I don't want to see, bro. Look, as a daughter dad, I think Diddy should get his behind toe up. Yeah, yeah. Somebody should put uh fist to face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all remember what dude said on Crime Mob? Throwing bows like Johnny K. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Something like that. They should just be whooping them. They should be whooping them, man. Like, cause he did a lot of domestic stuff, bro. He did. He really did. On the outside looking in, on the outside, bro, it looks like it looks the way it seems. Like it looked like he was sex trafficking. It looked like he was using people as drug mule. It looked like he was forcing people to take drugs. It looked like, he was getting all these people to do things that they didn't want to do. You feel me? But it don't seem that way when when the feds when they presented the evidence. It didn't seem that way. You feel me? So this one juror that they couldn't persuade. Hold up, y'all. Can I light my black right quick? Y'all, hold up. So this one juror that they couldn't persuade, bro, it really kind of pissed them off. Because if that one juror would to comply that what Diddy was doing was part of a RICO, he would have been held accountable for everything he was doing. Like it would have been no way around it. Like he would have been, it would have been nothing that he could have done. Like it would have been nothing that he could have done because a jury of his peers would have deemed him guilty of all counts, bro. But one juror, one juror basically saved that man's life, y'all. And I'm gonna be real. Diddy, if you able to, bro, that man deserve about 10, 15, 20 mil. Whatever you gave Cassie, that man deserved that. Because without him, you would have got life in prison, my boy. And allegedly they say it was a dude, so I'm gonna just say him, y'all. You know, but Diddy, my guy, you would have got life in prison. You feel me? If it wasn't for that one juror, bruh, you would have got life in prison. Because of him, you were found not guilty on the RICO charges, bruh. 2 of the 5 ain't bad. Even though you could probably still end up doing, you know, 20 years, you might get out around what, 72, possibly 70. You know, he's a first offender, y'all. He's going to get up until his trial date, not trial date, but his sentencing date. Up until he go to trial for that, you know, for sentencing and everything. By then, it could be, depending on when they do that, you know, it could be a year, you know, since he's been in prison or jail or whatever, how you want to say it. So he's going to probably get time served for that, you know. So with that time served, you know, he might if he don't have to do the full 20, you know, he might do 17, possibly. You know, he might still get out. He might still get out before he turn, you know, 75, 76, somewhere up in there. You know, unless the feds try to go back and recharge him for the weapons that they didn't charge him for in the RICO. You know, because like I say, they couldn't charge him for the trafficking. So it's only one thing they could do. It's about really only one thing they can do right now to get him an extra 15 years, possibly, and that's to use the state. I don't know which state he got caught with those guns. I don't know if it was Florida. I don't know if it was Miami. Damn. I don't know if it was California or New York. But if the feds got the state to charge him with those weapons that had the serial numbers marked off, then yeah, you know, especially if they can prove that, you know, they were Diddy's, you know. So if they can prove that, then yeah, he might get an extra 15, 20 years maybe. They might get 40 years up out of it. But until then, I don't know, you know. But did you right now, if you smart, you better keep your mouth closed, bro. You better remember what happened. Y'all remember what happened to Jeffrey Epstein, Upstone, up something. Yeah, y'all remember him, you know. Yeah. We don't want to see that happen, you did it, because you know, historically, you brought us Biggie. Historically, you brought us Craig Mack, you know, Black Rod. You brought us Loon, you know, guys like that. Mace, even though Mace been on a I don't know what Mace got going on, y'all, right now. I just be looking at these old ass niggas, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I just be looking at them like, man, what? But I guess it's right because they older and they supposed to know everything, bro. So I don't know. You know, I guess because I'm about 20 years young, bro. I don't know nothing. I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment, bro. But some of the stuff be just be looking weird to me that they be doing, bro. Like why? You feel me? And why Mace you ain't tell Biggie, you know, what you knew? You feel me? Why you ain't tell Biggie what you knew? Why you told Diddy but not Biggie? That's what we want to know, that information too. We want to know that. You know, we want to know why you told Diddy, you know, his life was in danger and Biggie life was in danger, but you didn't go and tell Biggie. We want to know why you didn't tell Biggie, bro. You feel me? But back to this Diddy thing, y'all. You feel me? The feds lost basically the RICO. They lost the RICO portion of it. I ain't saying they lost the case entirely, but you know, from a blindside point of view, they lost the RICO. He didn't get charged with the RICO. You know, he didn't get charged with the sex trafficking. He didn't get charged with anything that could have got him life, he didn't get charged with that, and that's because of that jury, bro. I'm telling you, that one juror saved that man's life, y'all. And the feds, even though they did that little PR, that little press stunt in front of everybody, all calm and and act like they got a victory. They know they took a L. Don't you? Don't you, feds? You know you took a L, don't you? You took a L, didn't you? Yup. Mm-hmm. You didn't get the conviction that you wanted. Now Diddy probably laughing in his cell right now. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's possible he can get a bond. It's possible. It's more likely now that he can get a bond because of the major charges that he was charged with. He was not found guilty of. So it's possible that he can get a bond until his court hearing for his sentences and everything. But on the flip side of that, which is a double-edged sword, you know, it's more than likely not gonna happen. You want me to it's more than likely not gonna happen, y'all. The Fed, if y'all think that they forgot what Russell Simmons did to them, they haven't. They're gonna do everything in their power to keep him locked up until his sentence, bro. Even though they took his passport and everything, man, you think them taking his passport? You think Diddy ain't got enough connections to get him out here by boat? Hell, then he might know somebody that own a submarine, bro. We don't know who did it though. You feel me? We don't know what type of connection he got, bro. Allegedly he's a billionaire. So obviously he got other billionaire friends, bro, who got underground bunkers that can move him from here to there possibly. You feel me? But like I say, y'all, we don't know who that man know. You know? We don't know. We just don't know. So because of that, and the government of the United States don't really know who all he know and who's still willing to help him. You know, because even though they wanted to get him on a RICO, they still was trying to discredit everything that he's done. You know, not just who he is as like a business mogul, but everything entirely. They were trying to, and they might have succeeded with um, ruin his reputation entirely with all the allegations, the lawsuits, because there's still lawsuits out there. You know how those lawsuits going to be pursued and everything. Your boy don't know. You know, on that part, I'm oblivious to that, just like y'all. We just gonna have to wait to see what happened with that. You know what I mean? But most definitely, you know, I don't think the Fed's gonna let him out. You know, I don't think a judge is gonna deem that, you know, to where he's able to go home and spend time with his family until his sentencing. You know, I could be wrong, y'all. Like I say, I ain't no lawyer or nothing. I'm just giving y'all my blind side point of view. You feel me? And what I've learned and heard during the trial, you know, and that's basically because of the jury, the jury, bro. That one juror who did not find him guilty, bro, of the RICO. Did you owe that man, bro? Whether it's a man, a woman, allegedly they saying it's a man, but whoever it is, bro, you owe them people. You owe them people, bro. And you need to set them people, family straight for generations to come, my boy, because they saved you on the RICO. He saved you. She, whoever it was, saved you on the RICO because 11 other people wanted you in prison for life, my boy. Yeah. They wanted you in prison for life. Despite how the public felt, the ones that was on that jury panel, bro, wanted you in there for life. Except one. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Drop those comments, put that down there for me. Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna see if anything been said.
Tyler Humphrey YT. I like and sub.
But I really
Tyler Humphrey YT. Hi. Tyler Humphrey. Florida lover tongue outgrowing heart. Say hi.
and I really don't know. I'm still learning this stuff. You feel me? So I appreciate y'all for hanging tough with me. All those who like, subscribe, your number one blind homie, really appreciate it. Like for real, for real. Thank y'all for all the love, the support, and I pray y'all continue to support me. Help me get out there in the algorithm, help my brand, my company, and my channel to grow. You know. But if I don't come kick it with y'all on fourth, I want you guys to have a wonderful fourth. Make sure you take a shot for me if you went to that. If not, make sure you say a prayer for me. You feel me? Appreciate you all. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and if you're willing to, share it as well. Don't forget to let your people know about your number one favorite blind homie, man, Rico Richy. I'm out.
Finish. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay. Speech rate 75%.